Hey, good evening. Good evening. Nice, beautiful evening. I'm here in North Carolina with the sun shining bright, and it's a
Yeah.
beautiful day to make money.
Yes, it is every day.
Now,
Yeah, it
now
is.
you're talking.
How's
Yes, yes.
everybody doing?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Nice
All
sunny
right.
day out here in LA too.
Yes,
Yeah.
Beautiful
LA.
out here in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's just as beautiful there as it is here.
It is.
So, but we can get this thing going. I don't think we're gonna be here real long today. Uh, Here doing our weekly meeting for our 30-day success business with the mail order freedom team. Hey, we on fire. We're
Yes,
consistent, and like I
yes.
always like to say, we're touchable.
That's right. We are.
Yeah, we're touchable. So anybody that's looking at this, looking at the recording, know that you're joining real people that you can reach out to, and we respond. And I think
Yes,
that
we
means a
do.
lot in this arena. People that can respond to you. We're not these big gurus that no one can ever touch or get in contact with.
That's right.
Um,
Hey,
so
Michael, 1 second.
yeah, go ahead.
William said he's trying to get in.
Oh my. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's in.
Okay,
How's it
cool.
going, William? All right. But excuse me. But yeah. We But like I say, we're I think this team, we're touchable, we're sustainable. So you might see other people come in this business and go out, move from business to business. But I feel with the team that we've assembled here, we're going to be here. We're going to be here for the long haul, and we're going to be here to make money and show everybody how to make money and share our secrets and strategies and techniques. So if you're watching this, hey, link up with us. But just a little bit about me, and I'm gonna make it real brief. I am a burned out auto body technician that, just to be frank with you, I work a job that I absolutely hate. I don't hate what I do. I just hate the job that I have. And, back a few years back, around 04, 05, I was in the housing business. I was doing mortgage loans, and I was buying and selling homes. And I made more money than I ever made in my life. And, but as we know, around 06, 07, that bubble popped and, and went up in smoke, and so did my income. So I had to figure a way to duplicate that income. I knew I wasn't going to do it at a job, but one thing that I had to do, I had to go back to a job just to sustain myself. But since then, I've been diligently working to duplicate that income. Now, with the 30-day success formula, this is a business that really, really gives you hope, because I think all of us, and if you're looking at this, I think all of us have had our ups and downs. We've made some money, we've lost some money, but this 30-day success formula, it gives you hope, and it lets you know that, to obtain your dreams and your goals that you aspire to have, is possible with this business. But that was just a little bit about me. And one thing that I want to add before we get started, there was a few things that we may discuss. But one thing I wanted to say on my end before I get out of the way, when you come in a business, it's a process. And since 30-day success formula, me personally, I'm doing direct mail, and direct mail is a process. It's a little bit more of a process than your online stuff, whereas, you just pull out your credit card, pay for some traffic, and, sit and watch your results almost instantly sometimes. Direct mail is more of a process, because I think that right now, direct mail is the place to be. Because I remember back in the day, now I used to get a lot of stuff in the mail, a lot of postcards, a lot of advertisements about business opportunities, and now I don't get them so much. So what that tells me, that through direct mail, your stuff is more likely to get looked at now. And so that's what made this very, very attractive to me. But you have to understand, it's just like anything else. You have to put things together. Now, I think once this train gets to going, I think it's unstoppable. But, you know, if you're looking at this, you know, direct mail, just to let people know, it is a process. You have to get your stuff printed. You have to get your postage. You have to put all this stuff together. And then, you know, it has to be delivered to customers, potential customers. So, you know, I just want to hit on that. Just really, when you get in this, have patience. Get your business set up. Hey, and once that ball get to rolling, it's going to be hard to stop, but have patience with it. Well, I'm going to turn this over to Miss Pandora. She's probably going to conduct the rest of this, but you know, join our business. You know, look at this and join our business, but I'm going to switch it on over to Miss Pandora.
Hello, guys. I hope everybody's having a great evening. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speak at the end, but I want to bring a guest forward so he doesn't have to stay on here as long. He's not an online guy, but I was inspired by his hard work ethic, Mr. Tom Brimley, and I wanted him to join us tonight. He's out in California. And I just wanted to ask Mr. Tom. Now, he has joined me in some other business opportunities as well. But when I showed him this, he jumped right on it. And he everything I told him I was doing, he said, I'm doing everything you doing. I mean, from Office Depot, whatever it was. And he has been getting results, and he's simply just mailing. So, Mr. Tom, I just wanted to bring you forward and kind of just let you speak, kind of what got you started, what made you want to join 30 Day Success, and then you kind of told me about the grant, what you got planned for them as well, and you know, what keeps you going with this program. So let's hear from you, Mr. Tom.
Well, number one is for me is one thing. Like I call myself retired, but I've been working ever since I was 12 years old. I remember the big yard I used to have to push. I'm from Virginia originally, you people. So I'm from the East Coast too. But I wound up retiring from the military out here. And so anyway, I just wanted something to do to occupy my time there where I ain't getting bored and everything there. And so anyway, I looked at different other marketing business there and things there. Like you say, you get in some, you win, some you lose. But the old saying, you never give up.
That's right.
And so, but when I ran across this particular one with Miss Pandora there, she told me about it. She said, Tom, you got to get on this. And I called. I said, what we talking about? And she said, well, this. I said, well, to me, the figures is not a problem. You know, if it sounds good, you telling me it's good. Now, I got to look into it. What does I got to lose? I have a heck of a lot to win. And so then I got in it, and, you know, and they, like I said, you go through, what Mike said a while ago, you go through your little bumps there. I went through a couple little bumps there, and I said, oh, man, what is this? You know? But the thing about it, never look back on minor little hiccups in the system there or in you. And like you say, it's not a get rich quick something. It's something that if you put your hard work into, you will succeed. And so anyway, my last hiccup was yesterday. I got to tell you guys about this one here, and then I'll update you on the other stuff there. I went to Office Max there, and I told them I wanted to run off, or I think it was I had six pages of the new flyer, and so I wanted to run that off. And so the guy, I looked at the thing, and it said I had 50 packages sent out, and all of a sudden there it was $256. I said, what the? And I leave that there, and I said, let me go sit out in the car. Then as I'm sitting out in the car, I'm looking at this $256 I just went through, and I'm looking what I got in my hand there, and I say, man, that ain't what I read last night in the paper from the 30 Day Success package that they sent. I can do better than this. And so, lo and behold, I called Pandora. And boy, she said, are you crazy? She said, let me tell you what you do. You go back in there. I don't know how you talk when you think you've been bid on in the wrong place there, but you go back and tell them, say you want your money back. This ain't what you want because you can't use this and you've been ripped off. Well, lo and behold, I kept my composure and I went, but I can go in there and act fool, but you know, she said, just go in there the nice way first. And I went and told the guy, I said, look, here it is. Here's the package here. And he said, well, I can't see this, I can't see that. I said, wait, let me tell you, why am I standing here? You think, well, it wasn't no problem for me putting it down, but I didn't get the results. I won. And the guy said, okay, hey, look here. Tell you what. I say, he said, I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna take this. I said, look here, if you want to be paid for the payment. He said, no, I'm gonna give you all your money back. Right. I said, huh? I'm gonna give you all your money back. So that's what the brother did there, and I admired him for him. I told him, I say, you'll see my face in here again. I'm coming strict to you. I won't forget you. And so anyway, what I did, that was yesterday afternoon. But what I did today after I got out of church, I had a copy of what I need to do and made copies of it. So that way tomorrow I can go to the post office and order me the package. What I'm going to order that 400 things for $2.99, and that way everything comes. You know, the one where they say you'll order 400, and all you got to do is put the stamps on it. I believe that's what Pandora told me. Right. But anyway, that's where I'm at now. Now, one of the other things, you know, I think I got about 3 hits on this so far and everything. And I look at that now. So what I do, you know, I got a folder that when stuff like that come in, I just throw it in there. And so for a brighter day, I ain't seen the real big picture yet. Then I started to do some figuring and stuff. And then I thought to myself, I said, you know, I got 2 grandkids that's going to be coming out of high school there. My daughter got a set of twins. And I said, you know what? Instead of me having to reach in my pocket to give them something, I'm going to sign them up as soon as I get started in the right direction here. And I say, I put it in my name, having it come to my address there, and they put it in their name, have it come to my address, and I just front and run their business for them. So anyway, when graduation time comes next year, I can just give them their folder. Now you open this stuff. This is your mail. I just holding it for you here. And I told my daughter about it. She said, Dad, you're so smart. That's why I'm help at today. She's in management for the state. She's in finance management. But anyway, she said, you're good for that stuff like that. I said, no. Why you think where you at today and stingy? You know? But anyway, I can see the future in this becoming something real big. And like I say, it's so simple, you know. And so anyway, you know, I'm you know, hoping that this be the last adventure that I have to get into, and then along added to this, you know, everybody's doing what that stamp thing. I forget the name of it just off the top of my head right now. And so anyway, to go along with that, you know, and you're gonna need your stamps, and you're gonna need leads and all stamps and leads to go along with that. So anyway, these 2 programs kind of go hand in hand together. So when Pandora had mentioned that, and I said, hey, I'm up and running, and I ain't looking backwards. So anyway, so where I'm at right now, it's not a thing about about finances and stuff like that, you know. It's a thing about having a business or something that don't tie up too much of my time, because I can run this no matter where I'm at. You know, I don't be at home all the time, but all my mail goes to a post office box, so it's no problem there. Again, I can talk to people, you know, around the U.S., and sometimes I travel out of the country too, because my oldest son lives in Spain. Oh, then I got a grandson, and every time I look, hey, Grandpa, when you coming over here, you know, and I got another grandson up in New York there. So anyway, I be here and there, just enjoy retirement life there, and I just wanted something to do when I wasn't out visiting this one here, and I don't belong to a whole bunch of organizations like a lot of people does. You know, you could go as a one person, go get into an organization, but I look at what I could do for other people. You know, I'm a people person. You know, when I was in the military, I taught aviation courses there, and by having that job as aviation instructor in the military there, I also taught for LACC, Los Angeles Community College, and the University of Maryland when I was overseas aviation courses there. So I think that's enough. But I'm having a good time. It's the excitement that gets me on this year. And so when me and Pandora was talking this week, she said, Tom, you need to get on this call. And so anyway, I put everything to a side there. But anyway, thanks. You know, Lord working mysterious ways there. On my way after I came from the base there, the military base there, because I see everybody got a crock pot. I bought my daughter one. She bought this one. Everybody got a crock pot. I bought my girlfriend one. Everybody got a crock pot and tell me how good. I said, why ain't I got one? And so anyway, I went and picked up my crock pot and went and got me a pork shoulder there and some chicken. And I said, sometime this week I'm gonna get down. And so it's sitting around right here. I ain't got over yet. But anyway, and then I won't think, and then I got this message while I'm on the base there, and this is my next door neighbor there, and he invites me, hey Tom, this is my birthday party. I'm having a barbecue next door. So that to shut down my agenda for the day already. I get this meeting, then I got all this barbecue and tequila there. I'm in love with it. Julio gonna have plenty of tequila on his birthday. Hey, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much, there. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Pandora. Let me get with you.
Brother Tom.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tom, for coming out. I appreciate it. I love the story, but that is something to think about. He's talking about the grandkids. I mean, to put that money to the side. So graduation time, they can have that money because they'll be a part of this business. Every time someone pays Mr. Tom, they're going to be on his flyer. So they'll get money as well. But that's awesome. A great story. Thank you so much for coming out. I know you had a lot on your plate today, but, your story had to be told. And I appreciate the hard work. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? And thank you so much. And enjoy that crock pot.
I appreciate it, there. Hey, right on.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's fun.
Let me just tell you something real quick about the crock pot. I was up there. And I happened to be at the exchange of this military exchange, and they had them for $50-something. And I said, wow, that's awful cheap. And so anyway, I bought one to set them in my daughter's kitchen. She said, Dad, you always bringing some stuff in here. And had so much to say that day. And about 4 or 5 days later, I'm back down in LA. She lives in Sacramento there. And she said, Dad, I did this and I done did that. I said, oh, really? Now you appreciate something. You had so much to say before you really tried what you had. Oh, she used it to death now. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, sir. We appreciate that.
Hey, Tom, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Still out in Florida. Give me a call sometime, man.
Hey, okay. This Sean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, give me a
I'll be
call.
glad to.
Yeah, we're glad to.
Okay.
All right, man.
Yeah, okay. All right, buddy. We'll do.
Okay.
Okay, there.
Have a great one. Thank you.
Okay. All right, man. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Brother Tom.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, Mr. Lloyd, you have anything you'd like to say, sir, and tell us how you got started? Mr. Lloyd is my sponsor, by the way, guys. He introduced me to the program.
Woohoo! Oh, good. Okay.
Well, like I said, I'm offline, guys. As a matter of fact, before I got on the meeting, a guy called me from Canada, and he was asking me about it, and he was talking about the online thing. I said, listen, if you can do it online, man, more power to you, But I'm strictly online, and that's how I started. And that's how, I started with the $89. I came in at that. and now I'm up to level 4, you know, and all from the profits with, you know, no more out of pocket money, you know.
Yes.
I have time getting them off the phone, you know, because they asked me 100 questions, you know, and I told them it's simple, man. You know, just order some names from somewhere, you know, mail it and go it on and do it like that, you know. Don't overcomplicate it. You know?
That's right.
And another thing, what Tom was just saying, I just brought my son in, one of my boys. You know, I got 5 of them, 2 of them at home with me. I brought them in at the $9 level, so their name and my name is on the flyer. You understand? So I brought them in and told them, you know, this is something y'all can do also. You know, but
Yes.
like I said, Pandora know my story. I came in, talked to 2 ladies, and besides her, and they it's $89. They went straight to level 5, you know, right past me, you know, and right off the bat, you know, I had $800 at my front door in about 2 days, you know, so I knew, you know, it was on then, you know, and direct mail, and that's like I said, reverse mail. That's how I started, reverse mail, and I just started mailing last week. To be honest with you, all the other profits I've been getting commission from reverse mailing, you know. So this thing works, you know. And I was looking at the online. I was looking at Pan's page. The what she got the capture page and stuff. I might try that, you know. But right now, like I said, I'm just mailing, and I'm getting results, you know, from not only from Pam and another girl, and also from my mailing. You know, the few mailings that I sent out, which wasn't a whole lot. I think I since December, I think I mailed maybe 100, 150, you know, but I got like,
Wow.
you know, I got like,
Wow.
and I got, you know, maybe from those 150, I was telling Pandora, I put like 7 pages into mine, you know.
Mm.
Cost me, I have to use a 2-ounce stamp, you know, because it's 70 cents, you know, but hey, I spend 70 cents and I make, you know, $500. Really? You know, what's the problem with that? You know, it's no big deal. Look at the ROI on that, you know. And but like I said, the one lady I brought in, she's an older lady. She lives in Florida here. She's been sick, you know. And that was the first lady I brought in. She's been sick, so she hasn't been able to do anything, you know. But other than that, I've just been, you know, mailing and doing the easy part. I'm just the 12-page letters kind of threw me for a loop, though, you know. But hey, no problem, you know.
Mhm.
I can do them back to back and turn them to 6 pages. Like I said, I put 7, 8 pages in anyway. And I still can throw my cover letter in there and throw Miss Barry's testimony in there, and I'm good to go. You know. So but I am coming in this week, Fran, with the stamp program. You know, because I'm gonna need some stamps.
Yes.
I'm ready to get at least
Yes.
500 in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So
Awesome. That's the way to go.
that's it, guys. You know, plain and simple, direct mail.
That's it.
You know.
That's it. That's it. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Lloyd.
No problem.
All right. All right. You waving, Sean? Did you want to say something, or you were just waving at me?
Yeah, I was just waving at all you guys. So not really too much as far as to really talk about as far as for, you know, this week. Just really just listening in, and as far as just hearing like the testimonials, as far as like with Mr. Lloyd down there in Florida, you know, that was like very inspirational. Like the first time I heard you, as far as saying as far as on how you got all your sales off of reverse mailings, and I was like, wow, that's very, very impressive. So for the fact that you started at the $89 level, and now I think you said that you're at level 4, and you did that all through reverse mailings.
Right.
So that's that's inspiring in itself. So I'm just really just like just listening and, you know, learning, and just very super excited. And, you know, Brother Tom, he was actually the gentleman that brought me into here. And, you know, what I like about this company is that, you know, because I'm already in direct mailing, so I'm already, as far as part of an organization, I'm actually a leader of an organization. So when Brother Tom introduced me as far as to this company, it was pretty much a no-brainer for me. Like, I honestly speaking, I mean, it is a very simple company, very simple, very basic, and it blows my mind that even when I mention to people about this, it's like they ask me like 1,001 questions, and I'm like, guys, it's it's very simple. But I'm under the impression that a lot of people, they're looking as far as to make the big money right off the bat. So I find myself mentioning to them that it takes time in direct mailing. You know, you have to be patient, you have to be consistent. So those are the people, Miss Pandora, that I'm coming across. But when I send them out my sales letter, I tell them, listen, read the sales letter forwards and backwards. It explains everything, and more times than not, the questions that you are asking me is going to be covered in there. So I'm getting those folks that they don't want to read the sales letter. They just want to ask 1,001 questions. So,
Right.
But I'm still continuing though. I'm still pushing here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere.
We're glad to have you.
But there,
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there was one question in which that I did ask Micah earlier, and I think you addressed it before Miss Pandora earlier in the week, because of the fact with the sales letter now it's about I believe about 12 or 13 pages or so. So when I print them up on forwards and back, I noticed that it comes to be about 6 or 7 pages. So I think I asked you, well, what do I use? Because normally I've been using 8.5 by 11s or 8 by 11s, and I think you told me 6 by 9s. So
for the envelope.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's something in which
it'll be a bigger envelope. So then you just fold them in half instead of tri-folding them.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And do I put two stamps on or one stamp?
One stamp has been working for me. I haven't had any problems when I mail them out.
Okay.
Same for me. One stamp. I only use one stamp too.
Okay.
More than six sheets though, it's going to go up another ounce.
Right.
6 is good.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You said something about 70 cents on a stamp there. Is that additional? Still at the 55 cent, get a 70 cent stamp. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, they're 2 ounce stamps, instead of the regular 5 cent stamp, So like I told you, I put 8 pages. I can put up to 8 pages in a 6 by 9 envelope. I can put up to 8 pages, so I can throw all kind of stuff in there. Showing $1,000 bills and stuff, and people, look, and say, oh, wow, he's making money, I highlight the address, not the address, but the date which it came, which is, pretty fresh, my little round marker around the date in red, showing that, hey, he just got that last week, so, they like, he did that, 2 years ago or nothing, he's doing it right now,
Right.
Yeah, let me chime in 1 second. And this is a problem that I had ran into this week. Now, save yourself some work. If you're not sure, put one together and take it to the post office and let them weigh it, and then they can specifically.
Okay.
You go and do a whole bunch. I mean, I ran into that, and I found myself having to go back through all my stuff and just redo everything. So I would just recommend doing
how many you had in there, Michael? How many sheets you had in?
Yeah.
How many sheets of paper you had in?
Oh, I had probably the sales letter. I probably had 5 or 6. But I had included something in the envelope that it just threw it all out of whack where it was going to be astronomical to mail. I had to take this item out. So, but through that, I just learned, I mean, if you're not sure, just do one, take it to the post office and let them weigh it. And then, it's specifically exactly how much postage you need to put on it.
And that's what I did in the beginning. I took it down there, and find out how much it was. So I'll know how much, I'll be paying. I don't have to, all this stuff won't come back to me.
Right.
All right. Okay. Well, guys, we're running out of time.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Okay.
We're coming up on our time limit.
Okay.
So I think Miss Pandora, I think she's gonna close it out. She's got some things she want to go over real quick.
Yeah, I just want to just bring some things to light. I just want encouragement, basically, really more so to tell people to stay encouraged, stay focused. I know we've got the new letter that kind of threw people off a little bit because I knew I I just had ordered, letters myself like the week before or whatnot, and I got them all in the week of that we needed to get them out. But guys, you have to, when you think about it, this company was offline, right? So they're used to doing it's done for you. Normally they do the mailing, okay? So when they mail this stuff to people, these other people don't know anything about doing their own mailings and where to get leads from and things like that. So, I don't think that was their focus. You know what I'm saying? So it more affected the onliners than it's going to with the people that's getting it in the mail. Okay. But I think for the company's validity, they needed to, clean up some things, and, they're looking at being accredited with the Better Business Bureau. But at any rate, my point is this is a great opportunity. You do whatever you need to do to stay in the game. Right? If that means switching over, to cards, we've got these all types of cards. I put a link in there for a company, but I want people to kind of stand out on their own. I know a lot of people are like, hey, I want your template, this and that, but that template has me on it, guys. It has my story on it. So you don't want to use my story. How about your story? So I want people to kind of come out of their comfort zone, do that. But there's ways you can just use postcard marketing if that's going to be a concern to you. And, whether it's the personalized cards or you just do the generic ones where you got like the yellow, I have a lot of these that I've used and I still use right now. Okay, where you just go to Office Depot and get these done. But I put a link in the group. So stay in this game, stay the course. Okay, it's going to pay off. I know, everybody's waiting on the 200 letters to go out. So am I. But guess what? That hasn't stopped me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it didn't stop me. Even when I was waiting on the letter to come, I went in there and I edited that letter, went to Office Depot and got it changed. And I've been up and running. Okay, so that didn't stop me. So when you have sure determination and you know what's going to be at the outcome of this, you don't give up. You stay in the game. Okay, and don't be discouraged. Don't worry and focus on what everybody else is doing as far as their results. You just stay the course. We're giving you everything you need in that back office. I mean, we have people like Mr. Tom, Mr. William. They don't even go online. Okay, and it's working for them. Micah's mailed out. He's got a sale for mailing out a postcard, not even with his picture on it. So these cards and things work, guys, but you got to get the marketing system if you want to do the postcards, which is either, I'll put the links in the back. I don't need to say what they are on here, but you know what they are in the Facebook group. So you need the marketing system because you got to have a domain to direct people to your sales letter, okay, if you're going to do the postcard marketing. And postcards only, the stamp's only 35 cents, okay, for those. So don't think about even quitting. That's my whole thing. I just want to bring that to people's life. The clock is ticking. We got like 1 minute, but that's my whole thing. And it's duplication. It's be a copycat. Basically, what are you doing? I'm going to do that, but maybe I'll put a twist to it. Okay. But stay in the game, stay the course. It's going to pay off dearly. Trust me when I tell you. And then if you can, the company will do the mailings for you. They have an option for that as well. But if not, think about doing the postcards, guys. I mean, no one says you have to do the letter. The letter is great, but it's another marketing method. Okay. So just try it, but that's all I have to say, because I know the time is running out here, but I thank you everybody. And we got less than 1 minute. Thanks for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody a great week this week. Okay. You guys have a great one.
All right.
All right.
Prosperity.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Pandora.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Have a
Pandora.
great one. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Barbecue time.